Eagles. And the New York Jets. How about the interception this past week?
5 times. 3 times first team All-Pro.
Will be sent down. And when this offense is clicking on all... 10 yards still left on second down. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, that's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game and they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole and move as well as you want them to and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out in the pistol. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. There wasn't a lot for Cardinal fans to be happy about in that game against Buffalo in Week 3, but Johnson did have 19 carries, 83 yards, and 2 scores.
He continues to evolve and get better as not just a runner, but as a receiver and the focal point of the Arizona Cardinals offense. He can do it all, but it's hard to do when you're down to get back into the game.
And now a first down following that long gain. Andre Ellington, his first carry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Let's look at this offense now, and let's talk about John Brown.
An exciting young talent from Pittsburgh State, home of the Gorillas. Hard to cover. Great moves in short areas.
Palmer will throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play.
Line up defensively.
Darrelle Revis is on the short list of the best corners who ever played in the NFL. Revis Island is where wide receivers go to hide.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On 3rd and goal, Palmer, incomplete. The tight end, Jermaine Gresham, the intended receiver. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. Chandler Catanzaro, we know he has some leg at a 60-yarder in Week 3. That's a long for him in his career this year in the NFL.
And it doesn't ease all the pain from missing the field goal that would have won the game with New England in the season opener. But 60 yards, that's awfully impressive.
And he also punted. Drew Butler was injured. Their normal punters.
Well, you know what they say in the NFL. The more you can do.
The more you can do what?
The longer you can stay in the league.
Yeah, makes sense. We get another look now at this Jets offense. And, Charles, we talked about their Week 2 receivers hovering around 100 yards. Things were clicking on offense. Week 3 comes, things change big time.
And Kansas City's really good on defense. They present a heck of a challenge, but when Brandon Marshall is not 100% and you hold Eric Decker to just one catch, and Quincy Enunwa, who has played really well for them, wasn't the same factor he had been at Buffalo. Bilal Powell became their leading receiver, and that's exactly what Kansas.
On second down, Forte looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Dayon Buchanan. And the 11 defensive starters for Arizona.
Calais Campbell is one of the tallest defensive ends in the league. Has the ability to get low and play the excellent kick blocking ability.
Fitzpatrick off the play fake to Powell. He's going to do a double team and it's intercepted. A great read and it's picked off. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6. So remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can.
I'm ready now for second. Now Palmer to throw. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. But how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald. Well, really, both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner. He's finally found a real home in Arizona.
His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Anytime you call man coverage against Larry Fitzgerald, you're really holding your breath as a defensive guy, because his ability to run such precise routes and use that big frame that he has, that body against you, it's going to be very difficult to break passes up against him.
Yeah, when you make 9 Pro Bowls in your first 12 years, you might want to give him a little bit more coverage than that.
Yeah, it's not just athletic ability. He's a thinking man's receiver as well.
They come out here in the eye. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Darren Fells taking it in. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
Time running out here on the play clock. And there's a flag on the field. Yeah, a slightly more difficult attempt here from the 20. The play clock's running down. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on them. Certainly no gimme here on the PAT. They're backed up now to a 42-yard extra point try. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. And now out come the Jets. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. On second down, Palmer, screen play, Johnson. And he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really